of the night, gleaming from the moisture.
Actually, Brad, you know what I did that I really loved? I don't know if you know of this series, The Earth's Children, by Gene M. Owl.
Oh, Owl, the same one who wrote Clan of the Cave.
That's one of
Cave Bear.
That's one of the
Okay.
books. So the series is called The Earth's Children.
Gotcha. She made a ton of money.
I read all of them. She had 6 or 7, kind of like the Harry Potter thing. You know,
she was huge.
Man, it was fascinating. It was
Yeah.
absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
I got into it. But even that, it took me to read all of them. I probably spent 2 years on it.
Yeah.
You know, and there's only six books, I think.
There's a great series that I'm not a huge sci-fi guy, but there's a guy named Stephen Donaldson. I think he lives in New Mexico.
Okay.
And as a probably 25, 30 years ago, I read a series he wrote called The Tales of Thomas Covenant, the Unbeliever. And it's 6 books. It's similar to Lord of the Rings, and which I love Lord of the Rings and all that, but it's just this compelling story from the get-go, and you're just in this world and all these different characters, and for some reason, like I said, science fiction, fantasy doesn't generally grab me, but this one just pulled me in. I couldn't get enough of them. But what is it? Why? Why that book? Why that story? Why that?
It's gotta have to do with the writer.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm assuming more than the story itself,
yeah,
right? The way he presents it,
the way he
speaks
presents
to you,
it pulls you in. You know, it's just. I think it's magic. I think, even though I do it, I think it's magic to pick up a book. Think about it. You pick up a book, and you disappear. You forget about everything.
Into the bookland.
You go into bookland. You got all these images in your head, and it's just ink on a page. But you're deciphering this in the way you want to decipher it, and you might read a book and get one thing out of it. I might read the book and get a whole other thing. And it's the same words.
Yeah.
So it's just like the writer has the humanity, we have the humanity, we meet in the middle on this accepted, agreed upon language. What is English and all these words and some idea about, like, I want this much character, or this much world building, this much plot, or I'm in the mood for a long book, I'm in the mood for a short little story, or whatever it might be.
No, totally, yeah. And there's also those moments where the same person is not going to feel like reading that book right now, maybe later, but right now this one, just because of the mood you're in, that works too. I have a friend in France who one day said something that I felt was kind of interesting and on point. I won't be able, I'll paraphrase more or less the idea, but it was about, if you take a book, right, and you put it on the table until you read it, it's just an object. There's nothing happening. But he said, imagine you put it on Mars, you leave it there for 1,000 years. Let's say nothing destroys it. Somebody comes along that can read that language, open it, and suddenly the book is alive again. It's incredible when you think about it that way. It's all these lives in that book. They're just waiting for somebody to read. Yeah. It's almost like that movie. What is it called? Not a Legend. The Never-Ending Story.
Yeah.
Well, they talk about if people don't dream, then we all die, kind of thing. The characters of the the fairy tales and all.
Yeah.
It's actually, I think it's a pretty interesting way to look at it.
Well, I have a reading addiction because I'm just fearful like there's another great story that I'm missing. I need that fix of some new thing. Somebody will mention something, you got to read this, and I feel like I've got to read that because that person was so excited about what the journey, whatever that it took them on. And then, of course, you're like 3 chapters in, you say, because it just isn't your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same as getting a music tip, and somebody says, you got to hear this band.
And then you're like, a movie, they hype it so much, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And you're like,
what? Yeah.
They're like that.
Personal taste.
But that's what's beautiful about it. I've always said, if we all love the same thing, we'll all be in the same place doing the same thing, it'd be so boring.
Exactly.
On top of each other. No, I want to be here too.
Exactly.
I like people that like mountains. And I'm an ocean guy. I'm here, but that's $5 million. I'll be in the ocean rather than here. But I love both. But we all have different things. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Mr. Giraud, do you have a question? Because I forgot mine. I had another one coming. I lived it.
Well, I've always been kind of drawn to the books that I know something about the area and stuff. Like I like Louis L'Amour's stuff, just because he's writing about this, and a lot of stuff is kind of redundant. You know, 100 different ways to start a fire, and, you know, and all this stuff. And Tony Hillerman, another guy I like.
Big fan of Tony. Love Tony. Love
Tony. You know, he's talking about, I can relate with these things, where if you get too far from my realm, you know, I don't. I'm not
don't have the same interest.
I'm not as attracted as quickly.
Right.
You know,
so if we give you a book about a little story in Japan of this little family that lives in with the rice
is
fields,
she a geisha girl?
Well, you got to read the book.
I want to hear the description. No, you know,
sure.
There's when you have a lot of different interests, it's. I wish I could be one of these guys that could open up a book and speed read down. Can you do that?
No, I don't like that.
Because it takes me a long time to read, and I feel like, well, geez, I should be doing something else that you know. But I love to read, but I just think I'm going to wait till I can't do anything else. You know, there's one thought on it.
No, it's not a bad thought, but Mark is thinking you should read now. So you can read
well, and I'm kind of stimulated after talking to you guys, because you know, over the year, what I've read a lot recently is Jonathan Cahn. Do you ever read him?
I don't think so.
Cahn. He's writing all about biblical stuff that is happening right now, that happened 2,000 years ago to Israel, and it's going. I mean, it's a trip.
Whoa.
He wrote The Harbinger. Have you ever heard of that one?
I actually, I don't know that. I have a friend who wrote a novel called The Harbinger, but not that.
Well, anyway, Jonathan Cahn's written about 4 books right now, and one of them was talking about the pandemic that came on us, and a lot of it like God's judgment on what's going on in this world right now and everything, and it's pretty heavy stuff. Yeah. So I've been reading that kind of stuff, and because I can relate.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Can we talk a little bit quickly about music?
Yeah, I'd love to.
You're a bass player, obviously. You play in a local band called Flashback. And you also are in another band called Midnight Cowboy. Flashback, can you tell me when you guys started?
Yeah, so Flashback was running when up and running when Jody and I moved down here 7 years ago. And we moved down in May, actually exactly 7 years ago, and we started seeing how much talent there was in the local area. And I saw Flashback playing at Fenceline one night a few months later, and started talking to Jimmy McLean and Marilyn Croker. And
did they have a bass player at the time?
They did, and Jimmy actually said, "Send me some stuff," which I had been playing in bands in Denver, and so I sent him a few things, and he said, "Just hold on." He said, "Just wait." And like 4 weeks later, I got a call saying, "Can you be ready for back-to-back gigs at Christmas and New Year's Eve?" And
how long did you have to get ready?
Like
for
a
that?
week. They weren't learning like 30 songs.
They give you a week, man.
A whole week. I know you'd take an hour, or even less. You could just walk in.
I'm just kidding.
You could just walk in.
That's crazy.
But so Flashback has gone through a few different drummers and things like that, but it's now Marilyn Croker, Jimmy McLean, Andrew Green on drums, and me on bass. And that core has been now probably 4 years, I think, just that foursome. So
that's
we had a keyboard player for a while, and then he moved to New Mexico. Jim moved down. That maybe it's only been about 3 years since Jim moved away. I'm not sure.
I think because when he moved, I was still. I was down here. I was at a Hagen's place. But we still lived in the RV at the time.
Right. Yep.
Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So that came about because I went to a show also at Fence Line. I just realized that.
You need to stay home, man.
Yeah. Well, going out to see live music is the best thing in Mancus. It's the best.
Yeah.
Mancus,
Very
Dolores,
amazing
anywhere.
what we have,
Right.
yeah.
It's incredible.
Very surprising.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. I always say, don't tell anybody. We have enough people.
Well, speaking of not telling anybody, don't tell anybody, but I'm not a big bluegrass guy. But I went to see this bluegrass band, and they were excellent, Dirty Chords.
Okay.
I think they've since, I know that I think they have disbanded. But I saw this incredible guitar player, Carlton Harwood, on guitar. I mean, the whole band was excellent. Mm-hmm. So I went up to Carlton, and I just said, wow, that was amazing. Kind of like I would say to you after a show. Anybody,
You never did.
Yes, a couple of times, I think, maybe 10. Like, who is this guy from another planet? So I went up to Carlton, and we just started talking, and he's much, much younger than me. I mean, decades. He's like in his mid-20s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought he was maybe reaching the 30s.
He's got a wise old head. He's got a wise old head, but So I said, who do you like? And here's a guy playing guitar in a bluegrass band. And he said, the Velvet Underground is my favorite band. And I just said, what?
Wow.
So we started jamming, just him and me.
Okay.
Get together, bass, guitar. He'd sing in my office, in my house, or in my, somewhere. And then he added Bill Coskelly from Dirty Chords. He said, why don't we pull in Bill? And then I said, well, we need a drummer. And so I happened to be at Zuma one day, and I was just telling Mo Murray that she said, what are you up to today? And I said, well, I'm heading to band practice, and we're looking for a drummer. She said, I've always wanted to play drums in a band. Yeah. And
have you ever seen Mo play?
Yeah, I've played with her. I love her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's great.
She's awesome.
So she, Velvet Underground's first only drummer was the main drummer was Mo.
Mm-hmm.
There was a female drummer named Mo.
What?
Oh. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. You go. Yeah.
She's so now you have your own Mo.
Yeah. We
female
have our own
drummer. Do.
Yeah. And so Mo fit in, and then we added Erin. So she was playing violin with the Dirty Chords. Mm-hmm. So we have 3 of the 5 people who are in a bluegrass band playing mostly Velvet Underground covers and Midnight Cowboy.
Wow.
So
that is very wild.
Yeah. Both bands are just. I'm so lucky.
Nice.
Well, and you have a nice bass. As I've always said, don't leave it laying around. The first time I met him, I think the very first time I met him, you were playing Flashback at the brewery, and I looked at the bass. I'm like,
Yeah.
How did you come upon that one?
When I turned 50, which was a long time ago, my college friend, unbeknownst to me, had it delivered and dropped on my porch at my house, and I just...
Are you kidding?
No. I mean...
And how old is it? What year is it?
It's a 2004.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Just figured that you should have that.
Just figured it. Brand new. Here it is.
Wow.
I mean, it fits you. You're a tall guy. It's a big bass. It's just perfect. I mean, realistic. If you used one of Bill's, like the little red one, he shortens everything.
Right.
It'd be like a ukulele for you.
Well, what's funny is in Midnight Cowboy, the Rickenbacker doesn't really fit the look of the old New York kind of Fender. So I play the Fender.
Okay.
I play the Fender with Midnight Cowboy.
You have a P bass?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't.
Yeah.
If I've seen it, I didn't pay attention. So
it's a P bass. It's even older. I think it's 95 or something like that. It's a Mexican. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'd love to have a U.S. made for some reason.
I'll tell you what, man. Mexican ones. I've got the Strat.
Yeah.
And he has one. Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're actually really well built.
Yeah. It's lasted great. I changed the pickup, and I changed the pick guard just for fun. Yeah. So,
Cool.
Yeah. Lucky guy.
Yeah.
You are a lucky guy.
But
lucky to know you guys.
We're lucky here.
Yeah. Well, it's great to hear and learn more about you too. I'm a much more experienced.
You're much more informed.
I'm experienced.
Well, this whole series is great. I think it's just really insightful and getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Other than just seeing each other at the bars.
Yeah. How you doing? But you ought to be writing lyrics to songs.
I should. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Well, you don't want to false him.
No. I mean, all of the tools that you have.
I know.
Make
See,
it
that's
so
my
you should
character
do that.
flaw. It's my
you know,
character
and co-write with Marilyn. She's a great songwriter.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
And
she's a pretty good singer too.
Yeah, she can
really
sing
good.
a tune. Yeah. Hi, Marilyn.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you guys ought to collaborate or at least get going. You know,
Yeah.
'cause you could do it.
It's true.
You can do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true. You had mentioned your siblings. What are they around? Are they?
One passed away a long time ago. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I could talk about that. It's related to the religion I was brought up in, and which is a strange religion in my book. Christian Science, which was faith healing and speaking of prayer and just sort of being by yourself and healing yourself. That was the main thing.
What was the main guy's name? That
woman, Mary Baker Eddy, the woman who
wasn't there a
started.
guy too in there that?
No, it was really her bit. Late 1800s, and it's just a strange. I mean, I broke away as a teenager, and actually, my younger brother and I don't talk at all.
Because of that?
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Yeah. Which is fine.
What a shame.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
It's
a shame.
fine. It's we had our run-ins, and now we just. It's
And
better.
so, did you say that the one you lost, it was due to that?
Well, both my parents died very young. They died of Christian Science.
And that's because they wouldn't go to a doctor.
No.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, no
okay.
doctors.
So they don't. Okay,
Yeah.
so natural.
Yep.
Okay, natural. Okay, I
My
get
parents
you. Sorry.
both died at age
Okay.
54, 6 years apart, from different ailments. 6 years apart.
And so they could have been saved. Is it,
Absolutely.
you think?
Yeah,
Okay,
no
so
question about
their
it.
belief was no.
Yeah, and my older brother died at 52. Yeah.
Same thing. Same
So he had
kind of idea.
issues that he actually went and got treated for cancer because he had 4 little kids, and I was like,
thinking,
okay,
yeah.
finally, but
Yeah.
then I was in communication with him quite a bit, and I said, David, are you getting the follow-up checks? You've got to get the follow-up checks. And he says, no, I'm not getting the follow-up checks. I said, you've got to get. You got to see how it's doing.
He did some, but not all the way, and it caught up with him.
And then when the cancer came back, he really came back fast.
Wow, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
No.
I didn't mean for.
Yeah. It's just, it is, it's a really curious thing that, I have lots of thoughts about, but I'm so glad I tore away.
Yeah. Anything that you would like to mention? Maybe a show coming up, or release of a book, or something you want to say that's gonna happen.
Yeah, thanks. I mentioned Midnight Cowboy is going to play Woodstock. A lot of bands are playing Hagen's Woodstock. Yeah. And
that's
Flashback. June
28th?
20. There's Friday, Saturday. I think it's 26, 27.
So
both bands are playing Friday night at Hagen's Woodstock.
Okay.
And both bands are going to play the Cantina on July 3rd, the night before the July 4th weekend.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
And then Midnight Cowboy will be at Mancus Days, and we've got some other gigs later in the fall.
Nice. Okay.
And Flashback has the 2 gigs I mentioned, and some other things brewing. I've just done a local events recently at the libraries and the bookstore, Hand in Hand, the incredible Hand in Hand bookstore in Mancus. But there'll be an event at the Mancus Library in September about my new book, which is called Two Truths and a Lie.
Okay.
That's the book that came out last month.
Right.
So watch for that. I think it's September 23rd, but I'm not positive.
And on those, obviously you do some signing, assuming a bunch of books, but do you do like a reading?
Yeah, do a talk, a little presentation.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about some of the themes in the book, and then if people want me to read, I don't love reading, but I'll do it. So.
Yeah, they'll have you read, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. You have a website?
Yeah, writer Mark Stevens. Yep, thank you. Yeah. Writer Mark Stevens, and there's links to all my social media on there too.
Okay.
So
cool, awesome. And ways of finding your books, is that
local bookstores, Hand in Hand, Maria's Bookshop, Zoo Gallery in Cortez, the fabulous Zoo Gallery in Cortez.
Yeah, hi, Jody and Scott.
Love you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Chris.
to support the independent bookstores, and but it is available online,
Okay.
of course, anywhere.
Right, and that would be easy enough to by title and by your name.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Bookshop.org. There's also that other website that does a lot of shopping and selling. I can't remember the name of it. Right off
The one that sells with an A?
A something.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
yeah.
But anyway,
The
so
one that I boycott.
But then occasionally I'll buy something for him.
Yeah.
Well, can
I
you get
will
me
not
that?
buy it myself. If it comes in a box with a smile on it, gone. No, I don't like them trying to take over the world.
No, I agree. I mean, unfortunately,
not
just
happy with
about
that.
everybody's trying to take. People have always tried to take over the world since the caveman. I mean, it's not new.
one of the songs you cover, I believe. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Sometimes I forget about it.
Yeah.
Those songs. Cool, man. Well, thank you so much for being here, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
I was really excited to have you. I'm like, okay, now we're gonna have variety. This is so cool.
Well, thanks for all you do. I think it's
You're
really
welcome, man.
helpful.
Well, thank you for taking the time. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry we don't pay anybody. We just
What?
I know.
yeah, we
I
didn't
have a
talk about
yeah, I have a
it.
contract.
You get a glass of water.
In the contract.
No, I got a checkbook outside. We'll write you. Big check. It'll be a big check.
Zero.
Don't hold your
Just
breath. Yeah, I love zeros. Nothing in front.
Yeah, I love it. Be 6 figures, son.
Yeah, all zeros.
Lips, flowers of the night, gleaming from the